Story time. I don't normally do this, but I had something crazy happen tonight. So I couldn't help myself. I was opening more Plasma Storm packs. We had a couple drinks tonight. It was a crazy day in the stock market, and it was stressful, man. It was definitely stressful. So I started opening more packs. And in one of those packs that wasn't the heaviest, I found this. So this is not the gold card we're looking for. It is a random receiver. But it showed me that gold cards aren't actually as heavy as I thought they were. So this excited me. And then I started opening more packs. I don't know if it's because I'm a little drunk or because I'm stressed. But I was like, holy shit, there could be gold cards still. So I was pulling in sort of the mid-range, right below that, like right below the heavies, sort of not the complete lights, but in the area of right below the heavy, where the hollows stop hitting. But there still seems to be secret rares. And I kept opening packs because, you know, we're in the mood tonight. And we fucking did it, boys! We pulled the Charizard! So I had to record this. Like, this is the one I've been looking for. The one I keep talking about in the video. The gold Charizard. Fuck, it's so exciting to have it in my hands. I can't even describe what it was like to pull it. But it basically encouraged me to record a video in real time. I didn't even change my shirt. This is just the moment. So I'll probably tie this with the end of one of the other Plasma Storm videos that you've seen. I had these sitting, so maybe I'll even open some more, keep searching, but probably won't. We'll probably just hold on to this. Really, really excited that I pulled it. The fact that I pulled 2 of the gold cards out of so few packs is surprising to me. The back looks great. The centering looks perfect. In a 10, this goes for, recently sold for $9,500. So I was like, fuck me. I can't believe I spent this much money on Plasma Storm packs. And then this came out and I was like, well, I guess I'm not the only one who made money on an investment today. So thank you for being here. Hopefully you made some money on GME, and if not, that was today. It's gonna be a while for this video to come out, but that was the energy of today. So instead of putting it all in on stocks, I went all in on the thing that I have the most fun in. So stress opening packs, when you think you've pulled all of the hollows already, is definitely not something I would suggest. I got very, very lucky tonight. So yeah, like, subscribe, check out more of my videos. I got a fucking Charizard collection now, and it is growing. This might be the next PSA 10 that I add to the collection, and now I have a reason to send a PSA, so. Yeah! Have a good one. So I'm back with an up-close view of the Plasma Storm Charizard, the secret rare Charizard from the set. This is a black and white set. If you look, you can tell it's a secret rare because it's 136 out of 135. The bottom says this extremely rare Pokemon is a different color than usual. It is very hard to find. I can tell you it is very hard to find. In a PSA 9, this goes for $1,000. In a PSA 10, I'm not even sure what it goes for. It hasn't even sold within the last year. No new ones have been registered as a PSA 10. But check this one out. I think it's fucking flawless. So I think this one is indeed a PSA 10. I don't see any corner whitening at all. Maybe a small little nick. There is one PSA 10 listed on eBay currently for $55,000, but it is an earlier PSA grading, which means it's not as tough as it is nowadays. And therefore, I would say it's not even high as quality as this. I think this is a higher quality card. I'm hoping this gets PSA 10. I am going to send it in a $200 PSA walkthrough. It should take 2 days to grade. So this will probably be the first graded card that I get back. If it comes back in a PSA 10, then it'll have definitely been worth it. Even if it's a PSA 9, it'll have been worth it to do the walkthrough. I'm going to keep it very, very long time. It's gold. It's the Blizzard, and it's a secret rare. So this video will continue in a moment with me showing you the PSA grading. Okay, so we're back, and I won't wait very long to give you the reveal. You've watched the entire video so far. Let's double check it real quick. And we got a 9, so I was pretty disappointed with this 9, if I'm going to be honest. Was really, really hoping for that 10 because of the value difference. It's probably 10 to 15 times as valuable if it's a 10 over a 9. I really felt like it was. I took this back into Core TGC where I pulled it from, and they basically told me that the centering was off. It didn't have to do with the markings on the back at all, which was essentially flawless. We can double check all those corners for you. But yeah, the centering top to bottom and a little bit left to right means it's no longer PSA 10. I might try to get this resubmitted. You can always resubmit 9s, hoping to get that 10 later on. And honestly, this one's so good, I might have to go for it. The other thing I noticed that's kind of a bummer about these is the card moves. I don't know if you can hear. The card moves inside the case. That's not something I thought would happen. There's this common belief that if you have an earlier 10, it wasn't graded as hard as the newer 10s. Because if you look at an older 10, it tends to have back scuffing and a bit more damage on it than normal. So if that's the case, if all the older 10s are more scuffed than the newer 10s, is it actually the grading that's bad? Or because the card moves in the case, does the case degrade the card over time? This was not something I've ever heard anyone talk about before, but I sort of believe that the case might degrade the card over time because you don't really see a lot of PSA 10s in cases that are flawless, which essentially means that if they went into the case flawless, over time, the card got little dents, little marks from moving around. So you basically, once you get this, you have to leave it very still, or you could scratch it up and cause more damage. Feel free to comment if you've heard about this before, if you have any suggestions, or if I'm wrong. Is the card not supposed to be this way? Was this an error? I'm not really sure, to be honest. But yeah, overall, PSA disappointed me a bit. And I think because the storage might degrade the card over time, and I have no intention of selling any of these cards, my new thought is the only time you should really grade your cards is if you want to sell them within 6 to 12 months of grading them. If you really, really care about the value of your cards, then you might want to do it as well. But I think overall, you don't really need to grade your cards. They'll stay in amazing condition. You can collect still. And then when you do want to sell them or you do want to establish a value for them, you can get them graded. But there is a lot of risk in that. You could destroy a lot of value by having it graded. This type of card could have resold potentially for more than $1,000 because people feel like it could get a 10. So there's a chance that it was more valuable out of case than in case. And if you do get the 10, obviously it is more valuable. So it's a bit of a risk there. But yeah, I feel like I've learned a lot. I have a lot more cards at PSA. This one was obviously a $200 Super Express. It took about 2 weeks still for them to process the order and mail it back to me, which is longer than I expected. I have 2 express orders that cost $50 a card that should take another month or 2 to come back. I have about 60 cards in the first order and 20 in the second, and a handful of other cards coming. I have one other loose card that I'm going to get graded. I have one other card that I'm going to get graded. I bought this loose from Troll and Toad because a PSA 10 can go for upwards of $25,000 to $50,000. A raw version of this card in the state that I got it goes for about $3,000, and a PSA 9 goes for about $6,000 to $7,000. So I'm really, really hoping this comes back a 9. Can you guess what it is? Bum, it's the Charizard Gold card from Dragon Frontiers, EX Dragon Frontiers. So I was very, very excited about this card. The back looks nearly flawless, besides maybe a little bit of edge wear on the top right. And the front looks really, really good. The centering's not bad. There are some print lines on this one, so I do not think it'll get a 10, but I'm planning on walking this one through as well quickly within the next couple weeks. And I'll be back with sort of a grade on that as well. Thank you for watching the video. Obviously, Pokemon cards has taken a turn at this point, and learning about grading and all of the different forms of collecting has been super fun. You can also check out my art videos if you want to learn about collecting art. They are very similar. If you're talking about non-fungible assets, they're definitely art pieces, Pokemon cards. In my opinion, these things all count. So now that those are taking off in the crypto world, we'll have to see how it affects the art world and the Pokemon world. And it's pretty cool that it's all come together. So stay tuned for more videos where I talk through some of this stuff. Thank you. Have a good one.